Welcome to KocoSports. I am the huge one, kid idiot Dave Koco from Wrestle AM Podcast on YouTube KocoSports. It's also where I stream along with Twitch KocoSports. And we are going to do Pro Wrestling Noah Star Navigation 2024 review that happened in Korakuen Hall. I was there. And we're going to preview Noah, Pro Wrestling Noah Sunny Voyage 2024. It's Shinjuku Face coming up, and I got tickets. I'm going to be there. Previously on Noah previews and reviews. What are they doing? Everything is wrong, and I don't feel good. Now, everything feels pretty good. Good job, guys. You did it. The most important question, what did you think of Noah Star Navigation 2024 from Korakuen Hall? Win, loss, or tie? I am giving it a win, and I'm going a step farther. It was better than 1-2. And now, as a Pro Wrestling Noah guy, we are the Buffalo Bills. We have pretty good shows throughout the year. And then bam, 1-2 comes along and we just ate a dummy sandwich. What is that? Oh, the worst decisions ever? I'd like 6. Listen. Noah Star Navigation, pretty beautiful. Do that at a bigger stage. You can do it. I believe in you, Noah. I thought this was a million times better than 1-2. It was fun to watch. It had stories. They made the right decisions. There was high fives. And it was great. And not only that, but considering everything that was going on, the attendance was pretty good and the crowd was pretty hot. It was cold rain, cold snow, felt horrible. Even my old caboose was like, maybe I'll skip out. But I had to take it. I went in the snow. Also, Bruno Mars was in town. I think he sold out the Tokyo Dome 7 nights in a row. So, it had a lot going for it. And not only that, but it's the most excited I've seen Korakuen for a Pro Wrestling Noah show in a while. And I feel like in 1-2 years past, like, people don't go to a show out of like just pure bitterness of what the results were. You've trained us. The 1-2 show is never going to be good. Here's the thing. Believe in your company. Your fans believe in you. Believe in your company. 1-2, disastrous. Was there good matches? Yes. What, did it start off hot? Yes. Was the real main event good? Yes. Was the tacked on BS at the end bad? Of course. But we're going to get past that, okay? We're the Buffalo Bills. We lose the Super Bowl, we get swept by New Japan, and then we bounce back. It's almost like when you get to 1-2, maybe you should stick with what you got. All right, let's break this down. Korakuen Hall, it was great. It was fun. I got to meet some new friends, some new foreign friends, and also got to meet some old Japanese friends. So overall, it was pretty cool. It looked pretty packed for after lockdown. It's weird because New Japan, Pro Wrestling Noah, and a lot of these companies, what they were doing before lockdown and after lockdown are two different things, and it's starting to feel like after lockdown. It's like, okay, there's a lot going on, but this place is still hot. This place is still, rocking it. So I was happy for that. All right, let's break this down as best we can. I'm reading everything off noah.co.jp, and here we go. We start off with a 3-way tag team match. I love all these guys. Dragon Bane and Alpha Wolf, I want them to stay forever. Just give them all the money. You got Ninja Mac and Alejandro, and you got Hayata and Eita. Eita is very popular with everyone in Korakuen Hall, not named me. I just feel like everyone's like, Eita. We're cheering for this guy. And it was just a fast-paced match. It was a fun match. 9 minutes. It gets us in the mood. It's what the real GHC heavyweight champions for. Ninja Mac and Alejandro are going to be having a 1v1. We'll talk about that in a preview. Ninja Mac, Alejandro, it's kind of like, are they splitting up? Are they not splitting up? And it'll be interesting. Shinjuku Face partners always thing. I'm glad. I was really worried after 1-2 because I don't know their contracts. I don't know the contract situation, but I was really worried Dragon Bane and Alpha Wolf were going to leave because they lost the titles. Them still being here is awesome. I think they should be the team, but they're doing a really good job rebuilding the good-looking guys. The only negative I have to say about this is Hayata really at times looked lost in the sauce. It was like, all right, everyone's moving 100 miles per hour. And if it was like once or twice, I wouldn't bring it up. I'd be like, hey, dude, it happened. But anytime I was like, ooh, it's getting sloppy, it was Hayata being the sloppy one. So hopefully that changes. I'm not that hard on Hayata, but people I talk to are really the Japanese. I don't know. I don't say Japanese audience because obviously I don't talk to every single one. The Japanese audience I interact with don't say kind things about Hayata. And I was like, what are you talking about? And then this match, I was like, oh, that's what you're talking about. And maybe it's just that Dragon Bane, Alpha Wolf, El Hadro, Ninja Mac, and Eita are just light years above him when it comes to that style of wrestling. I'm not really sure. But overall, great opener. And I absolutely loved it. It went crazy. Single match, you got a MMA battle. You got, MMA style battle. It's a 7-minute, 19-second match. It felt a lot longer than that. I don't mind grappling style matches. I don't even mind martial arts. I love jiu-jitsu. I love judo. I love martial arts, especially early days martial arts, like UFC 100 and back before there was even a UFC, and Pride. Pride forever! 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 If you know, you know. I was really big into it when it was No Holds Barred. Remember when it was called No Holds Barred and all that? But recently I haven't been into it. And here's the thing. I don't mind any of those sports. But when you do it such a slow pace and call it a pro wrestling style, it kind of bothers me. Like, these two men you're not going to move that. Unless you're a beat up old man like myself, you're not moving that slow in a dojo. So why would you move that slow in a match? And I know you got to be safe and all, but if you're going to do grappling, don't lay and pray. Don't, just really go at it. It was a short match. Obviously, Sasaki, MMA fighter, and he's learning the ropes. Taniguchi is teaching him. So I give it forgiveness, but lay and pray fucking sucks. Faking lay and pray is a million times worse. And not that, but there's nothing wrong with it. You went 7 minutes. There's nothing wrong with throwing a couple, go back and look at old Hashimoto matches. That's just a bonus, dude. You go watch the old Hashimoto match. Oh, give me some of that. Give me some of that old Hashimoto. But they beat the living fuck out of each other, and then the submissions were pretty fucking quick. I don't know. I just think if someone cranks your fucking arm, it hurts. As a guy that, when he was a young man, did martial arts, here you go, guys. If someone cranks your arm for real, it fucking hurts. You tap out. So I'd love to see, if they're going to continue this style, I'd love to see very strong strikes, Hashimoto style, and then finish it off like young man Sakuraba, where you go for it. You go for it. Ronda Rousey had this sometimes early in her career, not later in her career, but there's something special about Aoki. You can get these great grapplers and make it exciting. And, what's Zack Sabre Jr.? Sometimes he looks like $1 million, and sometimes he looks so. I'd love to see Sasaki and that style step up. I'll even take shorter matches. I would rather have a 3-minute match with no no lay and pray or rest spots than I would a 7-minute match. And you're like, what the fuck are you doing? I don't know. Fuck, what? I'm trying to think. I had a flashback. What the fuck did they said something at Dojo? Oh, yeah, I remember. Fucking, they would always say you're not getting paid by the hour. So, if you were just sitting there dead, finish him, you're not getting paid by the hour. He didn't say finish him. I think I added that little Mortal Kombat. I'm getting Mortal Kombat and my Dojo days mixed up. But hey, there you go. Finish him. You're not getting paid by the hour. So, Taniguchi wins. It's not bad, but there's places where it can improve. Next, you got an 8-man tag match. You got Marufuji, which I was kind of shocked that Marufuji is kind of paying the piper for the main event. Marufuji did not get the Marufuji welcome that he usually gets. They're like, oh, yeah, yeah. Segura's awesome. Osawa, Awada is good. Osawa looked so good in this. I don't know when he's going on an excursion. I don't know what the hell's going on with Osawa. I don't know. The fans were cheering for Osawa. Osawa went nuts. I loved Osawa in this match. I thought he stole it. They go against Yone and Saito. I'm always a big fan when Yone and Saito are a team. I got Kotoge. Kotoge, last time we were no Pro Wrestling No was in Cork and Hall. He had such a great match. And there's times where, like, he looks like he can be a great athlete, and then sometimes he just doesn't have the eye of the killer, or killer tiger. I don't know what I was saying. I'm really tired. But the killer instinct. And sometimes he does. And I want to see more of when Marufuji and Kotoge went 1v1. I want to see more of that. High 69 was also there, Hiroki. Kotoge does beat Osawa, and it was a pretty good match. I feel like I've been thinking about this a lot. I think 8-man tags, 10-man tags, I think that's for the live audience. I think pro wrestling is better live, but I also think pro 8-man tags and 5-man tags and 12-on-12 tags are a little better live than on television. Now, granted, I'll always be a fan of 1v1, and I think more companies need to do 1v1 matches, but overall, it got the job done. Next, you got a 6-man tag. You got the son of Dr. Wagner Jr., Wagner, Daga, Ogawa, going against Kaito Kiyomiya, Ohara, and Super Crazy. This was an enjoyable match. I want to see Ohara do more. I really want to see what he could do. I'd love to see more 1v1 matches. I'd love to see Daga move up to the heavyweight. That's just me personally. I think he wrestles a heavyweight style. Kaito Kiyomiya, it possibly could be a star. We want him to be pushed to the moon. And Wagner is absolutely beloved. Wagner does beat Super Crazy. Super Crazy had some good comedy spots. And yeah, overall, 6-man tag, told a story. Gets us moving along. And next, you got a tag team match. I thought, every crowd is different. But I thought that these wrestlers get a better response in Shinjuku Face. And I was expecting a better response for them. Granted, they did do a little Bullet Club trick in the beginning. And Japan, living in Japan, I just know they're tired of old bullshit Bullet Club 1980s heel tactics. I was talking to someone on the way to the train, and he goes, yeah, it's escapism, but it really pisses me off. And the example I give is, yes, Bullet Club throwing shit, evil being evil, fucking just doing cheap bullshit. Yes, it is escapism. But escapism can be good. Here's an example. All right? Rocky. The movie Rocky. Oh, I love Rocky more than anything in the world. It is my favorite movie series. I might watch it again. I absolutely love it. You want me to watch a YouTube video? Mention anything about Rocky. Like, interesting fact about Rocky. I watch it. I watch it every time. Every time I watch it. I know, like, how the camera worked. I know why they went on an ice skating rink. I know, like, every little thing. Matter of fact, when me and my wife were first started dating, and she's like, should I pause it? I'm like, nah, I remember it. I went in the other room, started pissing, because I'm a gentleman. Didn't want to piss in front of her. And I was line for line. I was like, all right, and now Rocky walks into the left, Adrian. But here's the thing. It's perfect for me. Everyone has different escapism. But Evil and GLG, when they do these heel tactics, it's like Rocky and Apollo, and it's about to have the biggest fight of their life. By the way, my favorite scene, might have to just maybe start a Rocky podcast. My favorite scene of all, well, there's two of them. Oh, there's so many. But an overrated scene is him and Adrian laying in bed. Oh, it's such a good scene. And then, do you believe in the American dream? Oh, God damn it. I just want to create Rocky over and over and over again. That's what I want. But here's this. The evils of the world. The good-looking guys. And it's sad because the good-looking guys don't always do this. Good-looking guys have really been improving. But when you do a heel tactic, It's like Rocky and Apollo, or Rocky and an opponent going in the ring, and Rocky gets naked, shits in the fucking middle of the ring, and says, "I win," and dances. Now, granted, there's always the Deadpool factor. There's always the shock factor. There's always like, haha, I didn't see that coming. There's always the people that are like, yeah, everyone in the movie theater is miserable except me. You always got those factors. But at the end of the day, you want your escapism to pan out, and you have to like read the crowd. All right? I know tons of people don't buy New Japan tickets till last second because they want to see where Evil and Ghetto is on the card. I know that and then you come out and the good-looking guys are turning it around. They are doing such a good job booking. Hey, listen, I will insult you, but I'll also give you props. I think the good-looking guys are a dumb name. I think Jake Lee had the worst start of a fucking title run career ever. Like, I can't believe how fucking dumb they are to do that. But, after they fell 76 times, that must be a really big contract for Jake Lee, because most companies would give up on him. But because they signed that giant contract, they did not give up on him, and they just kept working it out, and they're a lot farther along. But they come out, and they do some heel tactic bullshit at the beginning of the match, and Japan is tired of it. Like, I know a couple commenters got mad and a couple foreign friends got mad, but Japanese people say, "Oh, you like that? Then get on the fucking plane. Get on the plane. Watch it, because we ain't watching it." And it's one of those things, Japan and fans, they just want to see good wrestling. That's it. So this one, I thought there'd be a bigger pop, but it wasn't. But once the match started going, the athletes are amazing. I don't know much about Vinny and Titus Alexander. I'm super excited that Titus Alexander's getting a 1v1. Vinny has impressed me with the little bit I've seen. I don't want to be phony baloney. I tell you if I don't see anyone. Jack Morris has my heart. I love you, Jack Morris, double champ. All right? Granted, you're part of the good-looking guys, the dumbest fucking name ever. Hey, you guys! But you look like $1 million. You're a great fucking wrestler. And you're double champ. What's more to like? And LJ Cleary looks like he's starting to... I know it sounds weird in radio and writing. They say finding your voice. I don't know if they use the same term for wrestlers. I was never a wrestler, even though I've worked as the nerd in the business. I feel like LJ Cleary is slowly but surely finding his voice in good-looking guys and Noah. So it's kind of interesting. Titus Alexander does get the win over LJ Cleary. And Titus Alexander and Jack Morris sold that upset like $1 million. Like, I was super excited to see Jack Morris, Titus Alexander 1v1. Ever since so many people told me how great Titus Alexander is, so many people, everyone that talks about Titus Alexander says great things. And I'm one of those guys, I have to see a 1v1, I have to see you actually do something. I'm weird like that. I just don't repeat other stuff. But to see Titus Alexander go against Jack Morris, which in my eyes right now, Jack Morris is absolutely fantastic at professional wrestling, and I want to see it 1v1 is great. But then to build it up, and Jack Morris having a shock face, Titus Alexander being confident, and then bam, you're building it up to Shinjuku face in a couple days. I thought it was great, and they also did a good job building stuff up. It's weird because, like, this show was so much better than 1-2. It was just so much better. And it's not because of being live. I was live at 1-2. And here's an example. At 1-2, there's times where I was just like, holy fuck, why is this happening? I never felt that here. Is the show longer? Yeah, but cut it out. Next, I really enjoyed this match. You got Oiwa coming in against Soya. I hope people don't forget of how popular Soya is. I feel kind of bad for Soya because, like, he's like the coolest dude in the world, not named Keno, and he's a powerhouse. I loved this match. I loved everything about it. Soya does get the victory, and it was a good match. It was a good match. I like the powerhouse matches. I do. When two beefy men just beat the living piss out of each other, it just helps you in the escapism. Like, oh fuck, this is real. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you want. You want to feel escapism. You want to believe. You want this to be great, and that goes into any type of entertainment or sport. And it was a not a short match, but an average length match, 11 minutes, and it was really enjoyable. So hopefully we don't see it. And plus, I'm a big fan of 1v1. Listen, you want to book a card that impresses me and wants to get a fucking easy win? 1v1 matches. That's all I need, baby. That's all I need. Tag team match, sure, whatever. Once in a while, sure, whatever. But 1v1, that's it. All right, I absolutely loved it. All right, next, you got the good-looking guys. Jake Lee, who the role he's in is absolutely fantastic. He's like the Phil Jackson if they're the Chicago Bulls. His crowd work has improved tremendously. His promos have improved tremendously. And if you can get someone to attack him and he can put it together in the ring, it would. And maybe Masa is that guy. But Jake Lee has improved tremendously, and I think that's why you have to be genuine. Like, if you said, oh, he's always been great, or, oh, he's always sucked, it's like you're not really being genuine. I don't think he's had solid enough matches yet, but for me, watching way too much Jake Lee, it's become an obsession of mine. I feel like if someone brings the heat to Jake Lee, it will be good. A lot of times when Jake Lee was champ, people were like, oh, I can't. No, just fucking attack him. Just attack him. Yeah, he has a nice finisher. His character work, his promos, everything has improved. I'm hoping that he gets some 1v1 matches of people that bring the heat to him, because he's more of a defensive wrestler, so it should be interesting. He teams up with Anthony Green, Yohei, and Tadasuke. I think it was Tadasuke's birthday recently. Happy birthday. If not, just pretend it is. So yeah, there you go. And they go against Masa Kitamiya, which, it was a pretty hot crowd, but I feel like we got to give Masa some more love there. Daiki Abe, Kondo, and Miyawaki. Overall, pretty good. It was the ending was a bit comedy, but not like it's enough haha to not be insulting. But Tadasuke was going for the pin. All the good-looking guys were holding people back, and Miyawaki pulls the upset. So it'll be interesting to see where it goes from here. They also challenged other people, and Jake Lee is like, hey, I'm Phil Jackson. Let's go. And then this is the part. There's been a lot of challenges, and Kaito comes out and challenges them. And it's interesting because I think if Protected booked right, Keno and Team Noah, most of Team Noah, they're kind of the main event now. But Jake Lee and Kaito could probably be there, and you could probably build a company around it. And I think there's a lot of pressure in Pro Wrestling Noah to make Jake Lee successful. I respect Pro Wrestling Noah for not giving up on him, and I also respect Jake Lee for improving. But people that are like, oh, he's always been great. And then I was talking to All Japan fans. I don't watch enough All Japan. I have to change it. I was talking to All Japan fans, and All Japan fans kind of shit on him too. Like, I was like, oh man, was Jake Lee good in All Japan? He's like, he's better than Noah. And I was like, oh. But he's tall, funny, hilarious. And the best part is his fan interaction is really good. He's really good at fan interaction. I don't know if that comes off over television, but his fan interaction's really good. He's really a funny guy. I don't know. I see potential in him. Before I absolutely hated him. And now I hate him like for all the right reasons. Like, not evil hate, but you're the bad guy. And not only that, but he's probably more over now than he's ever been, at least for his Pro Wrestling Noah career. I mean, you go back just a little bit to Kawasaki. There ain't no one. I remember going to Pro Wrestling Noah events, and like one person would say Jake Lee, and everyone would be like, what the fuck you talking? Fucking Jake Lee? And then there's they had a video booth. I was on it. I feel kind of honored and privileged. And in the YouTube video, it looked like everyone voted against Jake Lee. Dude, let me tell you, as a person that was backstage, dude, it was way worse than the YouTube video had. It was way worse. Like, I kind of feel that they were cherry picking to find anyone to say Jake Lee. I could be wrong, but as a person backstage, they were like, Keno. So Keno is insanely over. And yeah, and Jake Lee is improving. And this was a decent 8-man tag. Not my jam, but it had a pretty funny finish. And Jake Lee's promos and crowd work is amazing. And if you were going to make him a star, and let me tell you something. If you're fucking Pro Wrestling Noah and you're like, oh, this was always the fucking plan. No. It's like, oh yeah, dude, I won $1 million, but earlier that morning I stuck my wiener in a toaster. That was all part of the plan. I ain't buying that. It's like, yeah, part of her plan. No. But at the same time, you give an insult, you got to give a compliment. Not really, but you got to be genuine. I think Jake Lee, from where he started off in Noah to where he is now, has been amazing, and he's got potential. He's going up. And then Kaito, if you can stop New Japan from molesting him, I think that might be the safest word. Maybe we can do something good with him. So there you go. All right, next main event, 21 minutes long. This is it. I was personally surprised. Like, on the Twitch show, I was going to do a preview. I apologize. I've been really sick lately. On the preview show that wasn't there, I was going to pretty much bury this. And on Twitch and on YouTube, on the stream where I play video games, I was talking about this. And I thought, the people I talk to, obviously I can't talk to every single one, is so pro Keno. I'm pro Keno. My friends are pro Keno. And I didn't think Go was going to be that popular. I was kind of shocked when G-Man did a survey in the beginning and people challenged Go. And even though I'd say 98% of the stadium was Team Keno, I was shocked that there was actually people rooting for Go. I'm part of a group of old school Noah fans, and their comedy is hilarious. But B, 1-2 is so bad that people were betting on the worst decisions ever, and one of the worst decisions ever was have Go win this. I don't feel like anyone's really feeling Team Noah. I thought maybe if Keno joins, but nope, Keno wins. It's a fun match, and I feel like Keno. I go to like 3 or 4 different stadiums, and I go to a lot of different events. I just think his popularity is that. And not only that, but like, he's stiff. He's not the best wrestler in the world. He's stiff, he's tough, and most people that I know that watch Pro Wrestling Noah love stiff and tough people. It's like, oh, well, he's stiff, he's tough, he's in. Bring him in. We love him. That's why Ishii is so popular with Noah fans, and others are not. So he's got that going for him. He's not the best wrestler in the world, but he feels like he's the voice of the people, and he feels like he's Noah's last hope. And I want to see what they do to build up, because I think they have a Keno problem. Like, Soya is beloved until Keno comes out. Everyone is beloved, and then Keno comes out, and then it's like, okay, all right, that's what we're rooting for. So it's an interesting problem if they want to keep the title off him, but it's not a big problem if he's there. Like, because Pro Wrestling Noah has ups and downs, and there was some downs recently, and it was like, well, at least we have Congo. At least we have Nakajima and Keno. And there's a fan base, not a big chunk of the fan base, that's like, at least we have Keno. It reminds me of back in the day with Kenta. It reminds me back in the day where, like, okay, a lot of stuff has gone wrong, but this is our guy. And I feel like a lot of fans are that way. So when G-Man did the Go thing, I was surprised people cheered for Go as much. And I was surprised, even though it was still a lot Keno, I was surprised that, and not only that, but it was a great match. It was a great match. The I Am Noah thing Keno had, and then just gave it back, which I thought was kind of insulting. It's like, I did it. Here, you can have it back. And then he cuts a promo, and after that, Wagner comes out. And Wagner's beloved, Keno is beloved, and this probably will be a great match. So I'm excited to see where it goes. And I feel in Japan right now, all the companies are on an upward swing. I think All Japan was really hot, dipped a little bit, but I think they can come back. I think Dragon Gate's on an upward swing. I think Pro Wrestling Noah, after the 1-2 disaster, is on an upward swing. And I think Tanahashi and New Japan's on an upward swing. And I hope they keep it up. But I also feel the Mo Money, Mo Problems and working together is not getting to the companies. And that's it. So it should be interesting where it goes. But I enjoyed this match at Korakuen Hall. This card, I apologize. At Korakuen Hall, a million times more than I liked 1-2. A million times more than 1-2. And I'm glad, because last time they made a huge mistake was after Muda's retirement. And yeah, they did not rebound this quick. And it looks like, from a booking perspective, and you know me, I'll throw booking under the bus. From a booking perspective, it looks like they know what they're doing right now. And it just seems really hot. So hopefully they keep that going. And yeah, to me, it was a win. And Go is one of my, I don't want to downplay how much I love Go. Go is one of my favorite guys ever. I just think time has caught up with him. Matter of fact, I have a book coming out where one of the characters is named after Go. And it's this Go. So it's not like I'm a Go hater. We live in a world, if you critique something, you're a hater. My editors must really hate me. They critique me all the time. But it's not the case. That's not the case. You can critique something and not hate them. I only laugh because you didn't have to used to say that in society. You didn't have to used to say that. So, yeah, I give it a big win. I am going January 17th to Shinjuku Face. Sunny Voyage. Already got my tickets. Super excited. This Wednesday. It will be on Wrestle Universe. Most stuff is on Wrestle Universe. Hashtag not an ad. Hashtag obviously. But you get DDT, which is really good wrestling with a lot of extreme comedy. You get TJPW, which is the second best Yoshi company in the world. And I think it's closer than fans give it credit to, especially the top tier girls at TJPW. You get GAN Pro, which I don't know too much about, but I check in. I always feel like there's that. And of course, you get Pro Wrestling Noah. And it's like, I think less than, I don't know, it's not 900 yen. Who knows? Yen is dropping. Pretty soon, you'll be able to buy Wrestle Universe for like a quarter. So, make sure to check it out. I will be there live. Look for me. Woohoo! I'll be the guy screaming like an idiot. So, there you go. All right, singles match. Starting off, boys. Starting off. I love everything about it. I'm not really sure where the story is. Sometimes Ninja Mac and Alejandro, like, hate each other. And sometimes they, so Ninja Mac and Alejandro is going to be the first one. Oh, sorry about that. I think my OBS froze for a second. Hopefully that's okay. But yeah, we're doing a preview. OBS, you okay, buddy? You okay over there? Hopefully you're doing good. Thumbs up. Sorry, just errors came up on my screen. I don't know why, because we're just recording this and we're not live. But yeah, so Ninja Mac, Alejandro is going to be there. They usually work as a tag team. I think they're doing a storyline where they're breaking up, but then at Korakuen Hall, they were completely fine. Plus, you're at Shinjuku Face. Shinjuku Face seems like to be the building where tag team partners take each other on. It's like, yeah, I love both of these wrestlers. I'm looking for something great. I was kind of hoping the title would be on the line, but maybe in the future. I'm not a big fan of non-title matches, but just two tag team partners going at it. I love both these wrestlers. I'm more of a Ninja Mac guy, but it's close. And I'd love to see him get some decent time, 12, 15 minutes, and just go absolutely berserk. And Shinjuku Face is slowly but surely becoming my favorite place to watch pro wrestling, because the Tokyo Dome, too big, all the other stadiums too big, and then like Korakuen Hall, even though it was awesome this week, sometimes in Korakuen Hall you just meet weird ass people. It's like, all right, I'm just here because I'm supposed to be here. But here it feels like the wrestlers are wrestling for you. It's a small arena. It's a nice arena, and I don't know. It just feels like everyone there loves pro wrestling, where that's not always the case in the bigger things. I'm predicting Ninja Mac to win this, but I could be wrong. It would be weird to see Alejandro win it while he's still the GHC Hardcore champ, unless that changed somewhere down the line. Too many championships in wrestling, but Ninja Mac's got one, so it feels good. 6-man tag match. You got Marufuji, O'Hara, and Super Crazy against Soya, Kondo, and Miyawaki. Should be interesting. I don't know. This is a tough one. I think Super Crazy is going to take the pin, and I guess Soya would get the win. I could be wrong. That's my prediction. Next, you have a tag team match. Sasaki's getting more experience on his belt, tagging up with Segura. We'll go against Masa Kitamiya and Daiki Anabe. I'm hoping that Masa gets to do a lot more going forward this year. I want to see Masa really be shot to the moon. My prediction... This is tough. This is a tough one to call. I'm going to say Masa wins over Sasaki, but I don't know how many times they can put Sasaki under. So it should be interesting. And I'm hoping they tag in and out so they don't have to lay and pray or, do anything and get more and more experience. 6-man match. You got Keno, Ozawa, and Iwata going against Go, Kotoge, and High 69. I thought they would have Wagner in this match. Nope, Wagner's on a 10-man tag match. It doesn't matter. All right. So yeah, Keno gets the win, or Iwata takes the pin. It should be interesting. I want to see a motivated Kotoge, and we'll see what Go can do. It's going to be an interesting situation. Next, you got a tag team match. You got Daga Nagawa versus Hayata and Eita. I'm nervous about this match, boys. You got Daga, who wrestles a heavyweight style. Hayata, who had a rough night at Korakuen. Eita, who's getting popular. And I'm going to say something unpopular. I know. I've been thinking it very loudly. And I was like, hey, man, I don't know if I should say it because he's beloved by everyone. I just don't feel Ogawa. I don't feel Ogawa at all. Not one bit. No, just don't. Just me, Ogawa, not on the same page. Just don't feel him. Maybe he can win me over. I do like Daga. I just think he wrestles a heavyweight style. And Hayata, I don't want to believe the haters. Everyone says, oh, Hayata sucks. I'm like, nah. No, prove me wrong. I think Eita pins Ogawa, or Daga and Eita pin each other. It'll be an interesting situation. Next, you got a 10-man tag match. You got the good-looking guys. Hey, you guys. Jake Lee, Anthony Green, LJ Cleary, Yohei, and Tadasuke. So that should be good. And they're going against Kaito Kiyomiya, Oiwa, Dr. Wagner Jr., Dragon Bane, and Alpha Wolf. Oh, there's so many better matchups, but hey, it's not bad. You got to get all these stars on a card. So it's not too bad. I think they built up to this at Korakuen. Yeah, I think... No, maybe not. I have no idea. I apologize. I don't know if this was built up at Korakuen or just thrown together. I don't have the best memory. And then this is why I'm going. Well, I was going to go anyway because it's very convenient for me to go to Shinjuku Face, and I want to go to more events this year. But 1v1. You got a title match, 1v1 against two wrestlers, one that has won my heart over in the past year, and one that is hyped up by people I trust, that I want to see what he can do. I want to give this time. I want this to be athletic. It's Jack, for GHC National Championship, it's Jack Morris versus Titus Alexander. I am insanely excited about this match. Jack Morris has won my heart over the year. Just absolutely fantastic. Him in the N1 was fantastic. Titus Alexander, from people I trust on the internet and around the wrestling world, say he's amazing. The matches I've seen him in, he looks good, but before he gets my seal of approval, I actually like to watch him. I know that sounds crazy, but I see other reviewers and it's like, I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, I'm looking forward to this match a lot. Absolute lot. Like, it's almost, I hope the 10-man tag team match is, I hope a lot of these matches are quick. You know, I would, if it was me, I'd have Ninja Mac and Alejandro, the 1v1 matches. Just give them all the time. All right? Everything else, just shorten up, baby. Whatever. In and out. Okay, got it. Yeah, fucking wrestlers. Yay. They give all the time. I want to see what Titus Alexander can do with my own eyes in person, and I want to see Jack Morris defend the GHC National Championship. Is there too many titles? Yes, but Jack Morris is double champ. Is a great wrestler, and if you're going to have 80,000 titles, they should at least be on the line, and I'm super excited. And I'll let you know, I'll be there live. I'll probably take some photos and post them everywhere, and yeah, so which match are you most excited for, and what did you think of the night at Korakuen? All right, boys, I'm not feeling 100%. I have 1,000 things to do, but I appreciate you. And my goal is to cover Pro Wrestling Noah, New Japan, go to more Japanese live wrestling events, expand what we do here on YouTube, as long as with the podcast, reviews, news, the whole thing. So, yeah. I wish I was a young man. Guys, if you're a young man and you can hustle, don't take that for granted. Don't take it for granted. You get old and beat up and broken backs and shoulders and concussions and fucked up faces. You lose some steam. But yeah, go kick butt. Also, the G-Man was absolutely awesome. He came up. Fun fact, late into it, we are holy shit. I was like, hey, dude, I'm not going to talk that much. I'm not feeling that good. Go look down. Oh, 42 minutes in. If you made it this far, you're a real one. But anyway, fun fact. The 42-minute fun fact. G-Man smells fantastic. I don't know. Like, I've met him before and I've talked to him. Last night, I was in a really bad helicopter crash, so it's hard for me to smell. G-Man came up. He was really kind. Raised my hand. And I normally can't smell stuff because of how fucked up my nose is. Dude, he smells like flowers. He smells like a sumo wrestler. Yeah, sumo wrestlers smell really good too. I was like, that's amazing. And I think a foreigner behind me thought I was gay. But you know, if a man smells good, you got to give him a compliment. Like, I was talking to a guy. I was like, hey, man, this is cool. And then I was like, man, G-Man smells great. And he's like, sir, can you stop talking to me? I'm like, all right. So there's your fun fact today. You know, you're like, if you ever like, I wonder if G-Man smells good. You got to make 42 minutes into a Pro Wrestling Noah review and preview at KocoSports to find out those facts. You know? Yeah, you got to find those things out. Anyway, more videos coming soon. Love you, dudes. Twitch and YouTube, live streams Friday. And with that, podcast, just KocoSports on everything. Go check it out. Just go. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and the mean streets of Yokohama. With that, I am over. Hey, a short video. 43 minutes later. Whoop.